Alright, alright, we're back with more of the SEPA pen. Like, the camera quality is not good, so you just trust me. We're using SB56. I am trying to get more, but the internet is not making it easy. And there's a problem that we also do have, is that I forgot my eraser. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what we're gonna get. This bird is a little bit funny, but this is the you know, the part of the this is the second video usually of the 3-part, you know, art dailies. Essentially what we do is do a warm-up, and then we do a pre-sketch piece of art, and then we do a, you know, drawing from life. Yeah, we are just kicking it currently. I was torn on which drawing to do because there's a bunch of them, and I chose this one because, you know, I don't know what I would do for it. So I thought I'd break out the watercolors, even though we don't have any more dark blue, I think, and try to get something out of it, as well as the brush pen, because, you know, I want to get back into using it. I was pretty good at that at one point, but, you know, you just stop using it and you kind of like lose those sensibilities, especially if they're like, you know, drawing with light. Like, there are no lines, everything is just light and shadow. And I think that that is a useful tool, but it's hard to maintain when you kind of just get caught up in like making symbols, because that's what you are, you know, doing sometimes, is like symbol drawing. Even though, like, even symbol drawing has some things to it, but, you know, it's hard to keep those things active when you're not using them. You know, they say use it or lose it. You know, something that my stepdad used to say was, you know, work smarter, not harder. And honestly, I never understood what that really meant until I was, like, you know, much older. Because then you can, you know, manipulate a lot of things to be, you know, something very specific to art as well, but to many things in your life, I guess. You know, you could do something the smart way, or you could just work really hard and do it the hard way. But, you know, smart way will probably pay you off faster, and you know, that's important, because you don't want to be wasting too much time doing something. Alright, so right here we are about to have some serious issues because we're moving on to the next stage of this. And I was able to get the like tripod to go a little bit higher, because usually I have it like low because I'm afraid that it's gonna fall. And now we got it higher. It's aiming down as it should be, and we are about to get to the watercolors without erasing the pencil, so it might make a mess. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. I just have to put these pens away. Bro, I thought I took out the Sharpie pen. Oh, I didn't. I took out the ballpoint pen. I was like, yo, where's that Sharpie pen at? I lose that pen, I'm gonna cry, because I had that pen for like, I don't know, years, because you don't use anything. Like, it's like, alright, if you ever play, like, if you have like video games, you know what I'm talking about, or like, I guess like Steam games or whatever, like, or like anything really, right? You just buy a bunch of stuff and you don't, you buy a bunch of like things and you don't use them because you're stupid, because you're a dummy. You got the missing brain gene, and that is one that I have. I have a partial missing brain gene because of that. Sorry, but yeah, so you need to work smarter, not harder. And I posted a time lapse of me using these paints around the time that I first got them, and like somebody was telling me to like go get like a different brush than the one that comes with it from like some store or something, and I appreciated that recommendation, but like this is like a throwaway kit almost, like just something that you could just like take with you and you don't have to care about. Like if I lost this, it's like, ooh, I lost it, like, well, it's not really important, you know what I mean? It's just useless. Like, it's useless. Not useless, but like, it's not valuable. Like, I got that brush, and that brush might be valuable, right? And then it becomes a precious thing, and then I don't want to use it. So, it's very, like, difficult to navigate that in a way that is, uniquely accurate to what is going on. This is the last of our blue. We can mix some colors probably to make blue, but it's the last of our watercolor blue. I need to get more watercolor. I need to find the super part is like there's like no 99-cent stores over here, so like I have to go all the way out of my way to get one, else I order it online. You see, that's why people order stuff online, because 99-cent stores don't exist. But the reason why the 99-cent stores don't exist is because they're online. So it's like, what? I don't know. See, like maybe I shouldn't have painted that part. I mean, I drawn in that part, but it's okay. We need to be able to get like a lot of this water like over here, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like this book clearly on the front says for wet media, and it's like, well, this is wet. I don't know. It's wet, but you're not mediating. Like there's a lot going on in this particular image that I'm not comfortable with, but that's a good thing, because that's why it's pre-sketched, it's pre-drawn. You know, there's no committal to whatever's going on with it. It's just, it exists, and we don't need to take any more deeper thoughts than that. You know, it exists, and that is that. But it already is like some of these parts are starting to like bleed off a little bit, like the ink. I don't know if I should let it sit more, or am I doing something wrong, but it's definitely starting to look a little bit, you know, gunked up. Starting to look a little gunked up, you feels me? But I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we will try it anyway. You know, I need to like get this like wet because it's not wet enough. It's not wet enough. And then we just get like a little dot in there. Like, it's not even like sitting, and look, now we're making a mess. Now it just looks like gobbledygook. Yeah. But I don't know. IDK. Oh man, this is not good. Where's that paper towel? Where's the this is the mistake paper towel. Is meant to fix our mistakes, but maybe I should have put a I was gonna say maybe I should have put a thing on the other side, but no, the paper is kind of sucking it up. I think one of the ways that I could fix this, that I don't want to do, but we could just use maybe we could use the marker. Like, maybe the marker could fix the ones that are like not so good. You know, I don't want to, but you might have to do that. You know, like, there's quite a bit of stuff going on in this, and I think I like the way that is, like that just one long pull like that. Like, I love that. I think I didn't get it again. Try not to get that on the little clip, which is integral to us being able to even do art right now. Let's try like this, like dry it, get some dry, and then just drag it across. Oh, that looks so terrible with the drag across like that. Oh, yeah, like next time maybe we let the ink, like, I don't know if the ink is not dry, but I know that we have like, there's like pencil, and I guess like the pencil is like mixing with the water, making some real problems, you know, causing some real issues. Don't let your pencils, it's not a watercolor pencil, just a regular old, you know, number 2 standardized test taking pencil. You know, one of those pencils that you take a dang test with. You know, one of those pencils you take, one of the pencils that you use and you get left back. You get a left back because of you use that pencil. It's like, oh my god. Here we go again with the, yeah, we definitely we cooked ourselves on this one. You know, I don't know what the I don't know how to salvage it, but you know, drying it off is the best thing we could hope for at this point. You know, and then maybe later, because there is a white color that I don't use at all, just because it's like pure white, and that's kind of you know, I guess not natural. I guess you could mix it with something, but I don't have like a mixing palette here. The mixing palette is at home for the acrylic paints, which I started using, and then I just never used them again. You know, which is another like object that I had for like probably like 14 years, and I only just used it this year. So I had it for 14 years or so, and I only used it this year. And maybe a little bit less, but is it's something to think about, you know. And my little bag there has like a corner of like disgusting paint water in it, so you might have to, I would say we have to get a new little baggie, but that's not true, because this little baggie is like, you know, was on its way out to the garbage bin, so it's just being used as like, it's giving it second life, you know. Reuse, reuse, replace, recycle. I don't freaking know how you say it. Reuse, something, recycle. Just remember to you always, I guess, do that or something. But not because you want to change the world, because while, you know, you doing your part is good, it's up to the mega corporos to do their part, because they are contributing the most to that. So, you know, keep that in mind, however you will. Dang, maybe I might, like, I was thinking maybe I might use like black, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. If we use black, we might cook ourselves. Because last time I used black on the with the watercolor, it was not very good. It was rather embarrassing. And as soon as I did it, I like noticed it, and I immediately tried to fix it, but there was nothing I could do at that point. Maybe we just use yellow here. You know, this was like a memory of one day there was like speedboats, and there was like a bunch of different ones, but I didn't get to draw them, so I like was just imagining a speedboat. And it's weird because like this doesn't look like a speedboat, at least not one of the good ones that I could do, but like for some reason, like intuitively, I feel like speedboats I could do like a really dynamic angles from memory without ever have seeing one, because like to me the shape is like, it's just a funny looking triangle, just a squiggly old triangle. Whoa, that took up so much of the paint. I'm trying to like, don't blow anything that I own away. Blow away things that are not mine. Let's put the clip at the bottom. The clip is at the top to be cute, but when the wind starts blowing, you gotta put the clip at the top to be cute, but at the bottom it's functionality. You know, you're trying to be functional. You're trying to prove a point here. It blew like a fiber onto the page, and now the fiber is like stuck in the paint, bro. It's hard in the paint, brother. Alright, so now, you know, we're gonna do a dangerous move here. This is a dangerous gambit I'm taking to do something you know, illogical. I'm making the illogical bet that this will be, you know, some sort of a some sort of like reflective, you know, maybe we needed more water or something, I don't know, but let's pick it up. We want it to be kind of like a reflection, I guess. But dynamically, I could draw them like pretty dynamic, especially when I first started drawing. But this is not dynamic. This is like really like flat, kind of, you know, neutral. And yeah, I'm not really like, you know, no wind, don't blow no more. All right. Damn it. I was gonna, you know, dab them yellow, but that's not wise. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the brown kind of color, and then yeah, it's like really like not particularly you know, going in our direction, but we can make it work, you know. And I did learn I learned a little bit from this experience. We are going to use black though. We're going to use black. Get ready. It's about to decay a little bit. Alright, let's hope that this works. I was hoping that I put enough water that it would turn gray, and it kinda did, because that's what I wanted. I wanted like a little bit of a gray type beat, you know. And let's get some more of this blue. Alright, so I feel like it's pretty much like, you know, done. Let's move the water over, sorry, because like casting a shadow. I feel like it's pretty much like finished, but we do need to do something about the characters in the middle, and I'm thinking like just another try with this like light blue, maybe, like just thinking that might work. But you also need like a little bit, like just one little scrape of this, just one little scrape. Is it dry? Like, it's not dry. I'm just gonna dab it. And then we're gonna put one little drop. It's not good enough. We need to go back. We made a mistake. I feel like we should just use a marker at that point. Also, let's get this little eye back. I love how we like put paint there and then we dabbed it and then it just said no. That paint is not dry enough, so it's done. Like, you're cooked. Alright, this went on for much longer than I expected because of unforeseen circumstances. But, you know, we will be packing up our watercolor now. You know, Washable 8 watercolors by whatever this company is. Basic. You know, probably we can't really be supporting them because I don't know them like that. But oh wait, I forgot to put the brush back in. Like on the package it says encouraging creativity. Yeah, it's encouraging creativity, bro. Because you know, you just throw it away afterwards. But yeah, we'll just look at it. This is the final result. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's that bad. Could use a light shadow on the bottom and maybe some like highlights on the other parts, but I think it's cute. And that is the paint water. Yeah, yuck, gross. Alright, well, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.